What's up, guys? Today we are finally going to unbox Resident Evil. Super excited to look into this. I have no idea what to expect in this. I've never gotten a prototype before from SFG, and I am excited to see what it looks like. On the back, there's like nothing. Let's find out. Okay, so I can say right now, by the way, little point here. This yellow on like a pinkish purple going on there, I love it. It seems very retro, seems very fitting in my opinion. So I really dig that. There better be some dogs bursting through windows. That's all I'm saying. I'm excited for it. Okay, now my understanding from what I've heard is that this is definitely a bare bones prototype. Just to give me an idea, I will be playing digitally with them as well. I haven't yet. By the time you see this, I already have though. So feel free to ask any questions, and hopefully I already have some time with some game. So I'll get some game time in, which will be helpful for sure. In the meantime, this is like taped on there. In the meantime, oh my gosh. Okay, well. I don't like rip stuff, but it's like glued on there. Oh yeah, this is all sticky. It's supposed to be on there, and it like, oh gross. Okay, all right, that's fine. That's fine. Whatever. Just forget about it. There we go. Okay, whatever. Every prototype's different, right? I will be doing a top-down version. I just wanted to see this real quick. Oh my gosh. Okay. Come on now. Alright. So sticky. Got some dice. We'll look at that. Okay, we'll look at all this in detail. We got, careful, the edges. Some map tiles. Got some cards. A whole bunch of tokens. And we got some minis. Okay, alright, let's go and swap camera angles. We'll look top down and take a look at everything in close detail. Alright, let's dive into this. Let's start with the dice. Big old long back of that. Look at that. Go big or go home. I like it. I'm not even going to take them out of the bag. So we got a regular black 6, and we got 3 blue and 2 red. Not a whole lot of dice needed. Definitely some cool, there's some rotation or refresh symbols. Obviously some damage. I'm assuming 3. Some kind of impact thing. We have almost like a bullseye symbol. And that's got to be the one. Yep. And we got umbrella core. Alright, fun. Okay, so a little bit of symbology there, but nothing too major. And looks like it probably makes sense. Okay, then let's look at some tokens. Alright. So here we have some fine caution and danger tracker of some kind. So we got 2 of those. We have some handgun ammo spinners, so we can track our handguns and see how we're doing there. I dig that. 0. Let's set it at 0. Oh no. And then this is some kind of revolver. It looks like it like legit broke, which is pretty hardcore. Shotgun ammo is probably this one. That's crazy. Or maybe it just needs to be snapped in. I think it's broken though. Well, either way, you can see how it works. So there's your shotgun ammo. Zoom in a little bit. You can really see it. There you go. There you go. You can see here's your shotgun ammo versus your handgun ammo versus your handgun ammo again. So for 2 handguns. Very important. And again, this one seems to have broken pretty much too, but there you go. You can see that. Whoop, there it goes. Alright, looks like this is set up for 2 players, i.e. my wife and I, probably. We got some open and closed doors. Very interesting. It's the top-down view, which I kind of dig. Except, it looks like you need to flip it like this. If you flip it the other way, it turns upside down. Let's see, we got some bodies on the floor. Definitely not good for them. We got some sweat or some blood. I know it's black, so I don't sweat or bleed black. Here's some blood. Got some other tokens here, various objectives, A's and B's, and different things like that. Anything else? Yeah, here's a kind of a health tracker of some kind. And then this is some kind of probably entrance or exit marker is my assumption there. And that is it for these. Going quick. All right, you know what? I'm going to do that some other time. All right, let's look at the map tiles, huh? Go ahead and do that. Zoom out a little bit more. There we go. All right. Now this, again, not a full prototype. Like it's not even a full representation of the game. Just a little taste. So we'll see how much I can get out of that. Okay, so we got predefined markings on the map. This is actually fairly light, though the contrast is quite low, I would say. But definitely gives that kind of eerie, old feeling. I will give it that. Definitely a high-level view of it. It looks to me... I don't know if this is straight from the game or not, but it looks pretty close. In the fact that it's a little grainy, right? Like it's not exactly the crispest look there, which kind of adds to a certain tension, and the sepia tone of the whole thing I think does this well. Really like the light source there, and like the furnace kind of area. Here's the famous entrance here. This is where we got some of the great voiceover work and all sorts of other stuff. And a big old long hallway here. And that's it. That's it for tiles, at least in this early prototype copy. That's kind of interesting. That other piece is so big, even compared to the rest. Alright. Well, now, cards and the minis, and that's it. That's all she wrote. This stuff is not staying glued. Let's take a look at some cards. Alright. Thankfully I got some rubber bands on these too. That certainly helps. There we are. And it looks like we have a protective thing on that, which is also kind of nice. Let's zoom in a little bit on these cards. We'll probably stay zoomed in for the rest of this video because next is minis. A sword key, a simple lock, a one-way door. Got some objectives with some SBS stuff here. I'll flip it over. We have knives, handguns, first aid spray, handgun magazine, a lighter, a green herb, handgun magazine, dagger, an old key, shotgun, lighter, and then some more one-way doors. Let's look at like the shotgun here. Looks like you have a line of sight, range of 2, one die, or if you roll these two, you get. I'm not sure what this last part is, and that's probably some kind of status thing. Kind of interesting to see. But that's it. That's it for the little cards. This is like a little baby prototype. It's a little baby prototype. Okay. There's that. Let's look at the big cards. There's a lot more here. I don't need to zoom out a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we have Jill Valentine. And anything in the back? No. And then Rebecca Chambers. Chris Redfield. Barry Burton. Brad Vickers. And Zombie. And Hunter. And it looks like we have entry... different keys, spawn one zombie empty. We got some various things that we can kind of find. Looks like that's the same thing. Okay, so there's a little bit of repeat there. Looks like some map setup scenario things when it comes to doors and whatnot. Need a sign ready. So it looks like there's a whole bunch of stuff here. A whole bunch of all clears. My goodness. Lurch forward, reanimate, Crimson Rage. So there's some AI cards and stuff like that. Alright, minis it is. I am excited. Minis. Let's take a look, see what we got. Again, prototype, good or bad. Either way, it probably, oh my gosh, that's loud, won't be reflective of the end product that you'll get, but we'll see. We'll see. Actually seem a little small, perhaps. Kind of hard to tell. Alright, definitely a small base. Looks 3D printed. Looks like they scraped it off there. Oh, I do like the whole part there. Okay, let's go and zoom in even more because these are pretty tiny. And for comparison's sake, here is the Space Marine next to him, so you kind of see the difference between a Warhammer 40k mini and one of these. Little tiny guys. That's alright. Okay. Take a look. Love the whole back leg here. Right? Bent, and then bent again, and then even toes are bent. Seeing bent toes is pretty uncommon, so I really do dig that. This leg too is actually quite nice too, because it actually is kind of out and at an angle, so it's actually slightly sideways. It looks very natural, which is great to see actually. That's really nice. Good crease lines. Everything looks like it'll make the transition to final production plastic quite good, as long as their plastic is sufficiently hard, which I imagine is. Face looks good. Hair sculpted is nice. I really dig that. It's really nice to see this all in one piece though, because of all this negative space here, right? It's actually quite good because that is over the leg, so this couldn't have been the pull direction. Obviously this couldn't. Obviously this couldn't. This is because it looks like because they 3D printed, as far as I can tell. Yes, because in fact it looks. Oh no, maybe not. Either way, looks good. I like her. And look at the little tiny bag. Like a drug dealer with these bags. Okay, in you go. Let's look at a zombie. I want to look at a zombie. Let's look at this guy right here. I like this one. I think they're all the same. Whew! Man, you can smell the primer on them, that's for sure. Man, if this video goes too much longer, it's gonna... Come on, focus. It's gonna be an issue. There you are. Here's a zombie. Again, I actually love it. Look at his like twisted, broken foot. Disgusting. I love it. Definitely not walking normal, I would say. Outstretched arm, but it's an outstretched arm from a shoulder that's pushed back. That's kind of odd. In a very unsettling way. This little detail, the collar here, I do not expect to last. That's way too skinny. Same with like the teeth are really small too. I'm not sure those will survive. The fingers are spread out nicely, so that should actually end up quite good, I would think. And I love the sculpted fingers over a mitten or something like that. Mitten hands, what I call them when they're like this. Looks a lot better. Love the hair. Again, good creases, good breaks and tears and nastiness. Really, really dig that. That's a cool guy. I like him. Alright, anything. So it's just more zombies. I'm not gonna look at each sculpt. There are definitely different ones. Look at his fingers compared to the other guy. Yeah. That's not a handshake you want to have. I'll tell you that much. This person has even different fingers. Interesting. A lot of fingers. Alright, anything big and bad? Here's one. That's what I was hoping for. Look at this guy. So we're going with the round base here. Or kind of a round circular base here. Sculpted onto the base. Well, not sculpted, but glued. There's a little bit of issue there, which is fine. And as you can see, they primed over like anything. They didn't even care. Love how long his arms are, by the way. This texture is actually quite nice. Again, I don't know how much, like it gets really faint, so I don't know how much is actually going to make it into the final mini. The texture on the bottom of the foot's really nice too. I like the little bit of creases there. again, whoever posed these has a really great idea of everything. Like this is bent up and then kind of bent back and over, which looks like he's about to take like a swipe. Again, the face, very tiny details. Those teeth are itty bitty. They need to be thickened up for sure. Otherwise, I think he actually looks pretty darn cool. Again, I really like the claws. Those are actually sharp too. My goodness. My goodness. All right, well, don't want to mess with him. Do not want to mess with him. All right, so I'm not going to take these out. You can just kind of quickly look at them. But as you can see, I really like the different poses. They're all very different, which means they'll stand out on the in the game as well because they're all quite different. Very cool. Man, that's some crisp armor on that too. Yeah, again, these are not the final production plastic, but still already looking good. Alright guys, that is it for Resident Evil. I need to get started playing it, so I will let you guys know about it. Until then, thank you so much. Always appreciate you guys being here, and I'll talk to you guys again really soon. Bye guys.